They told us human cloning was impossible, or at least illegal. But what if I told you there are whispers of secret labs, hidden underground, where clones are not science fiction, but reality? They may have been among us for decades, without us even knowing. This is more than just a theory, it's a story of science, secrecy, and power. Watch until the end to decide for yourself. Is human cloning already a reality? For decades, cloning has been presented to the public as a rare scientific experiment. But what if I told you there's a growing belief that human cloning has been happening for years far from the eyes of the public, in facilities most of us will never see? The official history tells us cloning began in earnest in 1996, when scientists successfully cloned a sheep named Dolly. Since then, we have been told that cloning experiments have been limited to animals, with human cloning remaining a controversial dream, more nightmare kept in check by laws and ethics boards. But outside the official narrative, there is a darker, stranger story, whispered among researchers, journalists, and conspiracy theorists alike. The theory is simple and chilling. Human cloning has been perfected long ago, and it's being used in ways the public is never told about. Some claim secret labs, funded by shadowy government programs, private corporations, or even global elites have been creating human clones for decades. Why keep it secret? Supporters of this theory say the answer is obvious: moral outrage, religious opposition, and the potential collapse of society's understanding of identity and individuality. In 2002, a group called Clonaid, founded by the Rallian movement, claimed they had created the first cloned human baby, a girl named Eve. They promised proof, DNA testing, photographic evidence, but none was ever produced. Many wrote it off as a hoax. Others believe Clonaid's announcement was a smokescreen, a deliberate leak to test public reaction without revealing the real cloning programs. Whispers on internet forums and in leaked documents point to facilities in remote locations, allegedly in underground labs, off-limits military installations, and corporate research sites. Some even claim these centers aren't just producing clones for scientific curiosity, but for organ harvesting, espionage, or even replacing influential people with near-perfect copies. These claims are, of course, impossible to verify. But the sheer number of similar stories is enough to make you wonder. Imagine a world where you could replace a leader with a genetically identical, obedient duplicate, or create soldiers grown from birth to serve without question. Or, for the ultra-wealthy, secure immortality by downloading consciousness into a younger, stronger clone body. Sound like science fiction? Maybe, but so did organ transplants, artificial intelligence, and test tube babies until they became reality. The United Nations and UNESCO have both declared human cloning a violation of human dignity. Many countries have outright bans, but critics say these bans are meaningless to those with enough money, power, and secrecy to operate beyond the law. If human cloning has been happening for years, where are these clones? Are they living among us, unaware of what they truly are? Or have they been created only to serve hidden purposes, locked away from the world? Until someone comes forward with undeniable proof, the truth will remain buried just out of reach. In my digging for information about human cloning, I found the following information, which is interesting, but also denies that human cloning is happening yet. Still, I found the information worth sharing, to get other perspectives on the subject. So, delving deeper into the world of science and technology, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of discovery and the potential for progress. However, it's important to remember that science is not a neutral pursuit. It's done by humans and as such is influenced by our values, biases, and goals. This is especially true when we start to explore technologies that have the potential to alter the very fabric of life itself. Human cloning is one such technology. While it may seem like a distant and unlikely possibility, the reality is that we are already on the cusp of this brave new world. The techniques that have allowed us to clone animals like Dolly the sheep are not that different from the methods that could be used to clone humans. It's only a matter of time before this technology falls into the right hands, so to speak. Okay, let's pretend we don't believe cloning is really going on, wink wink, and continue. So, what are the ethical and moral implications of creating an exact copy of a human being? How will this technology impact the meaning of life itself? As we continue to explore these questions, it's essential that we do so with humility and respect for the complexity of the issues involved. We need to engage in open and honest dialogue, considering the perspectives of scientists, ethicists, religious leaders, and ordinary citizens alike. Only through this kind of collaboration can we hope to navigate the challenges of this brave new world. When it comes to human cloning, we must ask ourselves what kind of future we want to create for ourselves and for future generations. Do we want to live in a world where science is used to enhance our lives and improve our well-being, or do we want to live in a world where science is used to control and manipulate life itself? The answer to this question is not easy, but it is one that we must answer if we are to create a future that is truly our own. One of the most interesting aspects of human cloning is the potential for creating an immortal human being. The idea of immortality has fascinated humans for centuries, from ancient myths to modern science fiction. The quest for eternal life is a universal theme. But what if immortality is not just a fantasy, but a real possibility? With advances in genetics and biotechnology, the dream of living forever is becoming more attainable than ever before. Human cloning could play a key role in this brave new world. By creating a genetically identical copy of a human being, we would essentially have a backup of our own genetic information. This could be used to create a new body for an individual at any point in their life, allowing them to essentially cheat death itself. But the implications of this technology go far beyond the individual. If we are able to create an immortal human being, what will that mean for the human race as a whole? Will we become a species that is no longer bound by the limitations of time? Or will we create a world where only the immortal elite are able to live forever, while the rest of humanity is left behind? As we explore these questions, it's essential to keep in mind the ethical implications of creating life in a lab. What are the rights of a cloned individual? Are they simply a copy of the original, or are they their own unique person? What will happen to the original when a clone is created? Will they be obsolete, or will they continue to exist alongside their clone? These are difficult questions with no easy answers, but they are essential ones that we must consider as we continue to push the boundaries of genetic technology. Moreover, the pursuit of immortality through human cloning could distract us from the important work of addressing the challenges we face in the present. Instead of working to create a better future for humanity, we could become obsessed with the dream of living forever. This could lead to a world where resources are depleted and the environment is destroyed in the name of scientific progress. It's crucial to remember that science is not a panacea for all of humanity's problems. It's a tool that can be used for good or for evil, depending on the intentions of those who wield it. As we continue to explore the possibilities of human cloning, we must do so with caution and with a clear understanding of the potential consequences. In conclusion, the science behind human cloning is fascinating, but it also raises complex ethical questions about identity, rights, and the nature of life itself. As we continue to explore this brave new world, it's essential that we do so with humility, respect, and a commitment to using science for the benefit of humanity. Whether or not human cloning will lead to an army of identical superhumans remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: the implications of this technology are far-reaching and will likely shape the future of humanity in profound ways. I couldn't agree more with that statement. Well, there you go. I hope you found this video interesting, as I did. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel, as I continue to bring you informative videos on a myriad topics. Have a great day or evening, wherever you are, and come back soon.